Hey beauty babes, welcome to my channel. I am Maria, aka Agape Love Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Well, today I am back with a new Get the Look tutorial that is quite a bit different from me. If you know me, you know how much I love warm tones. So this cool toned gunmetal smoky eye is definitely a step out of my comfort zone. In fact, I don't think I have ever done a tutorial on my channel featuring such a dark, cool toned smoky eye. But I love how it turned out and I hope you do too. Anyways, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to thank Luminous Air for sponsoring this video. I did receive this palette that I'm going to use from Luminous Air and will have a brief review of it at the very end of this tutorial. Alright, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start off by priming my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Then I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush into this matte cool taupe shade and use that as my transition shade. Starting as usual at the outer corner where I want most of the color, then blending forward in circular and windshield wiper motion. Next, I will be taking a tapered blending brush into the matte black shadow here, taking it carefully to the outer and inner corners of my eyelids, slowly building up the intensity. You definitely don't want to go in with a bunch of shadow all at once. Just build it up nice and slow. Now to help get a more seamless look, I will be taking a clean pencil blending brush and blend everything together. Then I will bring that black shadow down to my lower lash line. Next, I'm going back in with some more primer, adding it right to the center of my lids. This is going to help the next shadow really pop even more. With a flat brush, I'm going into this beautiful shimmery gunmetal shadow and applying it to my lid, sticking mostly to the center. And for an added pop of dimension, I am taking this lighter silver shade and popping just a touch of that to the very center of my eyelid. To make it look all more gradient and seamless, I'm going back in with that tapered blending brush and the matte black shadow to touch up the outer and inner corners. Next, for cleanup, I'm going in with this cream colored matte shade, taking it to my brow bone and lower lash line. Lastly, for another pop, I'm going back in with that silver shade and adding that to my inner tear duct. Moving on to the brows, I'm going to use the Luminous Air waterproof eyebrow pencil in the shade Taupe. First, I'll use the spoolie to brush my hairs in place, and then I will start filling them in. I also got this product to review, and I must admit I don't love it. It's a pretty waxy formula, which I know some of you like, but I personally don't. I find the waxy formula applies a bit patchy and also leaves too much product behind, which you can see being picked up when I go to spoolie my brows again. Also, the shade is a bit off for me. While I know my hair is super dark, I still tend to always grab the shade Taupe in every other brow pencil I use. I find it to be a pretty universal shade that always leans cool toned, but this one just seemed a bit too warm toned, almost orangey to me. It just wasn't a good match. So to help color adjust, I decided to go over my brows with this Maybelline Brow Drama Gel in the shade Deep Brown. Alright, to finish my eyes, I applied some gorgeous Esquito lashes in the style Stephanie. We're not done yet though. Next is time for lipstick. Please excuse and ignore how chapped my lips are today. This was what happens when I don't use my lip serum at night. Anyways, I'm lining my lips with the Model Co. Nude lip liner. It's my favorite liner, but you could use any liner you want. And then I'm applying this lip fondant from Cake Makeup in the shade Cutie. I swear I feel like I can't talk today. Last step is to get my glow on. For highlight, I'm using the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion highlighter in the shade 01 Golden Pink. Since I was going for such a dark eye look, I wanted my highlight to be something light, fun, and flirty. And that wraps it up for this makeup look. So with that, let's go ahead and move into a quick review of this eyeshadow palette. First off, I have some interesting news about this particular palette. Luminous Air has given it a bit of an upgrade, and now all of these shades can be found in their new Naughty and Nude palette, which is a much larger 36 pan palette, and it's on their website currently for just $9.99, which is a great deal in my opinion. The shadows in this Simply Golden palette that I have are quite lovely. They're pigmented, they blend well, they're not patchy, the mattes are great, and the shimmers are buttery and beautiful. What I found interesting is that while this palette is called Simply Golden with a nice array of warm golden tones, it also includes several cooler silver tones too, as you saw me use in this tutorial. So I was pleased with the versatility offered from what at first glance appeared to be a pretty simple palette. Truth be told, it really surprised me how much I ended up liking this palette. So I'm confident that the new Naughty and Nude palette would be a recommend for me, being that it has all of these 12 shadows plus 24 more, adding to the versatility of it. Factor in the small $10 price tag and you really can't go wrong. Two last things to note are that these swatches you see are done over a primer using a flat brush, not my fingers. I'm using the same flat brush I used in this tutorial for the shimmer shades. Also, the first ingredient in these shadows is talc. That is not a huge deal for me, but I know for some of you that is a red flag ingredient, so I just want to make sure to make that known since you can't find the ingredients on the website. Alrighty, that wraps it up for this tutorial and review. I hope you enjoyed and also found it helpful. If you would like more info and links, be sure to check the info box as I will have things listed there, as well as a link to my blog where I will have photos of this look. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes!